From my conversations, my conversations with him have been over judgments, over cases, but the last conversations after his appointment have been about the administration of the Supreme Court. And sharing his ideas with me and learning about his ideas, I know that the Supreme Court has a bright future ahead. And for all my colleagues on the bench who have given me unstinted support and affection, thank you very much. I said in the court this afternoon that if I have hurt anybody, I can only say, Michhami Dukkadam. Thank you. On 1st of January 2024, the number has come down to 82,000 cases. So what the 82,000 cases which are pending does not tell you is that this number includes both the registered and the unregistered cases, and the number has decreased in the course of 2 years by over 11,000 cases. But look at the kind of support which the bar has given us by the number of cases you have filed. That shows the sense of faith which you and the public have in us. In 2020, 29,000 cases were filed in the Supreme Court. In 2023, 54,000 cases were filed in the Supreme Court. In 2024, I've taken the figures as of the beginning of this month and extrapolated them to the end of the year. About 60,000 cases will be filed in the Supreme Court. So the filing has doubled in the course of 2 years before the Supreme Court, from 29 to 60,000 cases. My colleagues, 28,682 regular cases were pending in November 2022. Today, 22,000 regular cases are pending. Why? Because on Wednesdays and Thursdays, every bench of the Supreme Court has put their heads down and disposed of old cases, with your support as a bar. If you asked for adjournments, what would a judge do? But you argued those cases. 21,000 bail cases have been filed over this period of 2 years. 21,358 bail cases have been disposed of by my colleagues. Last but not the least, I owe an eternal debt of gratitude to my collegium for the way we have worked. To Brother Justice Sanjeev Khanna, to Brother Justice Bhushan Gavai, Brother Justice Suryakant and Brother Justice Rishikesh Roy. We sat through the collegium, sometimes making tough choices, tough decisions. As Mr. Sibal said, you cannot always assure that a human decision is correct, but it at least must be reasoned, it must be spoken to, it must be a decision which is deliberated upon. We never had a difference of opinion. We never left a meeting with a sense of rancor. All meetings were conducted with a sense of humor, with a smile, and some snacks which were thrown in by me as well for good measure. But the important part is that we never lost sight of the fact that we are not here with personal agendas at work. We are here to subserve the interests of the institution. And in subserving the interests of the institution, it is that we have really, in that sense, been able to scale many, many heights. I won't give you all the data on the collegium. Last, may I only say this. I'm sure all of you are aware of the amount that I have received my share of trolling. I'm probably one of the most trolled individuals and judges across the system. I will only say with a shairi, and the shairi is, मुखालिफ से मेरी शख्सियत संवरती है, मुखालिफ से मेरी शख्सियत संवरती है, मैं दुश्मनों का बड़ा एहतिराम करता हूं. But on a lighter vein, I'm just wondering what will happen from Monday, because all those who trolled me will be rendered unemployed. Last but not the least, that's the last but not the least, a word for the family. A word for my lovely children, Abhinav and Chintan. I keep on telling them that, look, I hardly get to see you. Why don't you come to Delhi? At least come here and argue your cases in the Supreme Court. I'll at least see you once in a month. And they said to me, Dad, we'll do that after. Why should we bring disrepute to your name and our name? by coming here when you are a judge. I'm truly blessed to have children who have that ethos. To our little Priyanka and Mahi, who have taught me that there's so much more to life than what we read in the dry pages of newspapers and our briefs, who've really, in that sense, shone the light on what disability really means and how you can aspire to live a dignified life, and your sense of intuition is as important or better than the intuition of any individual. To my sister, Nima and Dilip, and my brother-in-law Dilip, who have come all the way from the US to be here, they're amazing people. They have helped me to stretch the boundaries of my own capabilities by pushing me to do much more than I could have possibly achieved. And not finally, but most importantly, my own spouse, Kalpana. She is a great friend. What can I say? A great friend, my bestest friend, a staunch supporter, a fierce protector, sometimes a critic, but I know always without a reason of bias against me in mind, but a staunch protector and great friend to me. She's a person with values. She thinks about issues and believes greatly in issues. Our little Priyanka and Mahi, in particular Mahi, was responsible for my turning vegan. Kalpana turned vegan, and then I turned vegan after her. It's a quest about leading a cruelty-free lifestyle. And Kalpana always reminds me that veganism is not just about being vegan in food, but about being vegan in lifestyle. There's so much that I learn every day from Kalpana. She has instead, in that sense, been a solid source of strength and support to me. When we got married in 2008, Kalpana had extracted one promise from me. She said that I'll not wear any jewelry except that the wedding ring that you give me. She's truly that kind of a woman of character, a woman of strength. Today, as I'm talking to you about all the memories that I've gained in the last 24 years as a judge, I suddenly feel 65 years of age today. I really felt 65 years old when my usher, Rajinder, came and touched my feet. I said, "Ab to boode ho gaye hain sach mein." My brilliant staff in the court, my court master Sanjay, Gulshan, Chetan, Saroj, my brilliant staff at home, Chetan, Anju, Manish, people who would, Afzal, my redoubtable stenographer from Allahabad, who would wait till 11 o'clock in the night telling me, I would tell him, please go home, and Afzal would say, "Sir, I'm just comparing what you have written with whether the judgments actually say that." That's the kind of staff that I have had. The registry of the Supreme Court has been a source of enormous strength. I got into the registry district judges who represent the diversity of India, whether it was a person from Jharkhand, somebody from Kerala, somebody from Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana, Assam, Orissa. You just name the state and we gave that registry a sense of diversity in terms of inclusion as well. And I have learned so much from my registrars in the Supreme Court. They have worked beyond the call of duty. As the famous quote goes, when our memories outweigh our dreams, we have grown old. I hope I continue dreaming about the smaller things in life from now. Every person who has had a leadership role in an institution tends to feel, after me what? The deluge. And how untrue it is. There's never a deluge. Institutions are resilient and they continue. But I leave the institution of the Supreme Court in the confidence and the steadfast confidence, after having worked with Brother Sanjeev for such a long time, that this court is in solid, stable, and erudite hands of a very from my conversations with him have been over judgments, over cases, but the last conversations after his appointment have been about the administration of the Supreme Court. And sharing his ideas with me and learning about his ideas, I know that the Supreme Court has a bright future ahead. And for all my colleagues on the bench who have given me unstinted support and affection, thank you very much. I said in the court this afternoon that if I've hurt anybody, I can only say, Michhami Dukadam. Thank you.